Nikola Tesla and the Alternating Current Motor, Powering the World by Erik. The incandescent light bulb seems to be one of the most ubiquitous inventions in modern America. It is in widespread use all over the country in homes, offices, schools, stores, and even the sides of roads. Millions, perhaps billions of people all over the world rely on a light bulb for artificial light long after natural sunlight recedes. However, this light would not be so inexpensive and widespread without Nikola Tesla's breakthrough innovation, the alternating current motor. The electricity produced from this motor, called alternating current, powers nearly every electronic in the world, both directly and indirectly. This revolutionary innovation powers nearly everything, from computers to cell phones to televisions. Though Tesla is not nearly as famous as the inventor of the incandescent light bulb, Thomas Edison, Tesla has had an arguably equal, perhaps greater, impact on society. Alternating current is a nearly essential part of the modern American's life. Nikola Tesla, an Austro-Hungarian immigrant, was the inventor of this groundbreaking innovation. Nikola Tesla was born in Smiljan, Croatia, in what was then the Austro-Hungarian Empire, on July 10, 1856. Nikola Tesla was fortunate enough to attend the Austrian Polytechnic School in modern-day Graz, Austria, as well as the University of Prague in the modern-day Czech Republic. It was after Tesla received his education that Tesla received a job working at a telephone company in Budapest, Hungary, where he first conceived the idea for an alternating current generator. With a stick, Tesla drew a diagram in the sand of a local park to explain to his friend how this machine would work. After building a prototype but being unable to convince Europeans of the benefits of his device, Tesla went to America to work for Thomas Edison. He arrived in New York in 1884 with a recommendation letter from Charles Batchelor to Thomas Edison. When Tesla arrived, Edison was reluctant to hire him at first, but then offered him $50,000, or $1,137,000 today, to make improvements in his direct current generation plants. However, several months later, Tesla had finished the task but was not paid the money. Edison claimed the offer of pay was a joke, and that when Tesla became a, quote, full-fledged American, then he would appreciate a, quote, American joke. Tesla immediately resigned. After his resignation, investors began to approach him about developing an improved arc lamp. He accepted, inventing a new, unique arc lamp and founding the Tesla Electric Light Company. This was an extremely unsuccessful endeavor, as investors got all of the profits, while Tesla was left with a pile of worthless stock. However, it did help Tesla get noticed by Mr. A.K. Brown, who decided to invest in Tesla's AC motor idea. Tesla received a small laboratory, where he quickly developed his AC motors. After he developed his AC motors, Tesla filed for and received 7 U.S. patents in November and December of 1887. These patents were for a system of generators, transformers, transmission lines, motors, and lighting. Meanwhile, George Westinghouse, president of the Westinghouse Corporation, heard of Tesla's new AC generator and went to Tesla's laboratory to make a proposition. Westinghouse eventually bought exclusive rights to Tesla's patents for $5,000, or $117,299 of today, in cash, plus 150 shares of Westinghouse stock. Tesla would also be paid $2.50, or $58.67 of today, in royalties for each horsepower of alternating current's electrical capacity sold. After this, a fierce rivalry began with Thomas Edison's DC current versus Tesla's new AC current idea. However, in the Columbian Exposition, or World's Fair, the Westinghouse Corporation was able to undercut the bid of General Electric, which had recently taken over the Edison Company, by $500,000. This was due to the fact that AC did not need much of the expensive copper wiring needed for DC. Thus, the Westinghouse Corporation earned the right to light the World's Fair. On May 1, 1893, President Grover Cleveland pushed a button, and 100,000 incandescent lamps illuminated the vast fairgrounds, powered by alternating current. Tesla's polyphase system for alternating current generation and transmission was displayed in the Great Hall of Electricity as well. 27 million people were present at this exposition between its opening and closing. This event had an obviously positive impact on society's view of AC, as from that point on, upwards of 80% of orders for electrical devices in the U.S. were for alternating current devices. The purpose of the AC generator was and is to make a more efficient type of electricity. The generator could also do away with the unnecessary brushes and commutators needed for DC generators. It also cost less because of three major reasons. 1. It was more efficient. 2. It did not need all the extra copper wiring DC needed. And 3. It was not limited to only 2 miles of transmission, whereas DC required power stations every 2 miles due to the fact that it could not, quote, step up to higher voltages and travel longer distances. The reason alternating current can do this is because of how the electrons move in the flow of alternating current. Instead of a direct flow of electrons like in direct current, alternating current's electrons move back and forth, thus producing an alternating current that is both more efficient and can travel longer distances. Nearly everything is powered from either AC or converted AC electricity. This has had both strong individual impacts as well as a broad change over society in general. An important individual impact that alternating current generator made was in the Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant. On November 16, 1896, a switch was thrown and the first 1,000 horsepower of electrical capacity surged to the Street Railroad Company in Buffalo. Soon after, orders began pouring in for several thousand more horsepower, and soon after that, the Niagara Falls AC generation plant built its planned 10 AC generators. This was the first hydroelectric power plant that produced alternating current. However, probably the most important impact of alternating current is its widespread reach over our world and society. Pretty much our entire infrastructure depends on alternating current electricity. Not only is the infrastructure dependent on cheap electricity, but in addition, our daily lives are heavily dependent on cheap, efficient electricity. Alternating current is our primary source for such electricity. AC electricity has become so cheap that millions of people can afford an abundance of it. With this easy access to electricity, it is easy to understand how AC has had such a large impact on modern society. One of the biggest impacts of AC is today's media. With electricity, people can have access to television and the internet, thus being aware of not only the events happening in their community, but in addition, everything around the world. One can search about anything in Google with a few keystrokes and clicks of a mouse. One can also just push a button and see news anchors give detailed reports on events from all around the globe, from England to China. One can stay connected with friends over longer distances with inventions such as the telephone or the internet, both of which are reliant on alternating current. Alternating current has also improved the lives of modern-day people in general, with electric lights, computers, and many other conveniences simply not possible without the advent of AC. This inexpensive, convenient electricity helps with most of our daily tasks. Much work is done on the computer, from taxes to making Excel spreadsheets. Important files are often digitized and saved in giant digital databases, as well as in other traditional storage sites for hard copies. With electricity, people can also have a system of lighting after dark much safer than an open flame. People can use lights efficiently powered by alternating current. This makes it easier to work after dark with much less risk as well. Communication is also highly dependent on alternating current. AC helps power telephones and the internet, both of which are powered by AC indirectly. However, perhaps the greatest improvement brought along by alternating current in modern times is entertainment. With the advent of AC came the internet, movies, televisions, computers, video games, and countless more entertainment devices. In conclusion, alternating current has had a profound impact on the society of today. From its humble roots as an idea in the back of Nikola Tesla's mind to today's gigantic power grids, alternating current has come a long way, and with it came technological revolutions that have had an everlasting impact. This innovation has forever and irreversibly changed the world.